How do you declutter your closets and then make the clutter stay away and not come back into your life? I'm Angela Brown, and this is Ask a House Cleaner. This is a show where you get to ask a house cleaning question, and I get to help you find an answer. Now, on this show, we've done lots of programs about hoarding removal, decluttering, 30-day challenges, and that kind of thing. We want to help you find a cleaner space. All right, now the answer is not grabbing your stuff and sending it to a storage unit and collecting more things somewhere else and then paying for that. The reality is if we can simplify our life and get rid of some of that stuff, our lives will be easier and less cumbersome, okay? So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna start decluttering the closet. And then I'm gonna give you a challenge, and at the end of this 30-day challenge, you will have less clutter in your house. We're gonna start with the socks and the panties, okay? Now, this particular challenge requires that you have 2 Walmart bags. These are just little grocery bags that have handles on them. And so I need you to get at least 2 of these. You will need these for this exercise. First thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at why we have so much stuff. Now, people have written in from the show, and one person wrote into the show and said, I just love to collect things for no other reason other than I love to collect them. Someone else said, I'm having a really hard time. I collect things, but I don't know why, and I don't want the stuff, and I want my kids to grow up in a great environment. I don't know why I do it. There's another woman that wrote into the show, and she said, I didn't know after raising 3 kids, after 18 years, we had so much stuff. Like, where did it come from? And I didn't realize how it was contributing to my mental health, okay? So there are different reasons why people collect the things that they do. But the truth is this, most people have no idea why. And so I want us to stop for just a second and let's ask the reasons why. Okay, what you're looking at here, this is a system. At Savvy Cleaner, we do this with all of our customers. We take all the beautiful Pinterest sock drawers and bins and whatever, and we throw them into plastic storage bins that are see-through so we can see exactly what we have. And then we put them on a shelf or we stack them in a closet so we can see with the eyes exactly what we have. It helps us understand the way we use our stuff. Okay, so the first thing is, what we're looking at here is we are looking at my socks. I know, I got a lot of socks, right? Okay, so Angela, why do you have so many socks? If I take the lid off this, and this is an airtight lid so that dust doesn't get on it while it's in our closet, if you look at this bin here, I have 32 pair of running socks. Now, if you watch YouTube videos on how to declutter your closets, you'll find that a lot of the videos will say, get rid of everything that doesn't spark joy. The problem is this, every one of these pairs of socks sparks joy for me, right? It reminds me of a time, probably like every morning, when I go outside in the crisp, cool morning air and I go running and I'm one with my creator, I'm one with the universe. I get to release endorphins, I get my adrenaline, my blood flowing. I feel fantastic and I come back and what do I have to show for it? Is a little pair of wet, smelly socks, right? Every one of these pair of socks sparks joy for me. Why on earth would I get rid of them? Well, the question is, why do I have 32 pair? I only have, check this out, 2 feet. And I can only wear 1 pair at a time, right? So I do not need 32 pair. Now, you could argue with me and say, well, what if you didn't do the laundry for a while? I get that argument. I totally understand that. The truth of the matter is, historically for me, I do all of my laundry every Monday. It's on a schedule. That's when it gets done. So every single Monday, all of the running socks that are inside the hamper are going to get washed, which is a total of what? 7 pair? If I wear 1 pair a day, that's 7 pair. So I have 7 pair of socks. They come out of the wash. What happens to them? Well, they get sandwiched together like this, and they go in the top of the bin. When I go running, what do? I grab a pair out of the top, I put them on, and I go running. So I'm recycling the same 7 or 8 pair in the top, and I got all these extra socks at the bottom that I never use. So why do I have so many? So I stopped and I asked myself, why do I have so many? Well, when I was growing up, I'm one of 19 kids. We had a very similar system, and it looked kind of like this. The difference was we had lots of people that were wearing the socks, different brothers and sisters that would wear them when they came back from the wash. They would go in the big collective bin. I love the collective bin for that reason. The problem is, without realizing it, I moved out into the world and I recreated the big bin of socks. I do not need 32 pair of socks. And I don't remember the last time I bought socks. I don't buy these because I love to collect. I bought them because unconsciously, this was the norm. This was the norm. Now, the exercise is this. We're going to do this with socks and panties. For all of the customers and all of the clients that I have, I don't know why, but it averages between about 20 to 50 pair of panties and socks. Extra socks, extra panties. Why? I have no idea. But the reality is this. You have one butt and you have 2 feet. You can wear one pair of panties and you can wear a sock on each foot, which is one pair of socks, right? One pair of socks. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our grocery bags and we're going to go through all of our socks and all of our panties. And we're going to remove all of them except what you will wear for 1 week. Now I know what you're saying. Oh, Angela, what happens if I run through the sprinkler and my clothes get wet or my feet get wet and I need another pair of socks? Okay, that's great. I've got 32 pair of running socks here. I could remove at least 20 pair of them and not miss them, okay? So we're gonna do that right now. I'm gonna take this empty bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I just took out 20 pair of running socks. Now with the handles, I'm going to hang these on the back of the door in my closet. For 30 days, I'm not going to touch them. Why? Because I don't touch them now. So I'm not going to miss them. This is going to be the new recycling bin. Do you see how many we got rid of just by getting rid of 20 pair? Now, I still have, a dozen pair. So if I go running and my feet get wet or, I need an extra pair or a friend comes over and they go running with me and they need a pair, I still have plenty of socks, okay? We're going to do the same thing with my work socks. These are my work socks. And for this, I have 38 pair. I don't know why I have 38 pair, but this was like the collective bin I had growing up. This was my norm. This is my comfort zone. But the reality is I still only have 2 feet. I can only wear 1 pair of socks at a time, right? 1 pair of socks, 1 for each foot, that's it. Now, in the course of a day, I might wear a pair of running socks and I might wear a regular pair of socks, so that's 2 pair of socks, but I don't need 38 pair, right? Because again, I do laundry every week. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take out 20 pair of socks. That leaves me 18 pair. I don't know why I need 18 pair, but I certainly don't need 38 pair, right? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I think I could do 6 more and not miss them. Let's do 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so there's 26 in this one, and there are 20 in this one. Look how much stuff I got rid of already, just getting rid of my socks, okay? Now, don't feel bad for me. It's not like my feet are gonna go naked, because guess what? I still have a whole bunch left. Now, what's gonna happen is this. When I wash my clothes for the next 30 days, I'm gonna put them back in the bin. And if there are any holes or anything inside any of these socks, I'm gonna throw that pair away and I'll get a pair out of here. Or maybe I just have enough and I don't need any more. The reality is this, I'm gonna train myself for 30 days without getting rid of my stuff. I'm gonna train myself that this is the new norm. This is the new norm, this will be out of sight. They're still there, I didn't get rid of them yet. This is the new norm, and I promise you this. At the end of 30 days, nothing will have changed other than I will live with a new norm, still having everything I had before, still having plenty of socks to wear, because this is my new norm. And then what we're going to do at the end of the 30 days, we're going to throw these away. Now, normally if you have clothes and stuff that you could recycle, you recycle them or you go give them to the Goodwill or whatever. These socks are probably 10 or 15 years old. Nobody wants these socks. So at the end of the 30 days, I'm going to chunk these and I'm going to be done with them for life. I have all the socks I need right here in these 2 plastic bins, right? So the assignment for you is I want you to do the same, and I want you to do this with your socks and with your panties. Over the next 30 days, we're going to go through our closets And it's not pulling everything out. Does it spark joy? Of course it sparks joy. That's why you have it, right? That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is we're saying, can I live with less? And the answer is yes, you already live with less. If we were to go through the pants that you have in your closet, you probably have 50 pair of pants. And how many of them do you wear? 3, 4, 5? 5 might be pushing it, right? You wear the same clothes over and over and over again. Why? That is our comfort zone. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove the stuff on the peripheral of our comfort zone, starting with our socks and our panties. All right, if you're with me, I want you to leave your comments in the notes below. Say, I'm with you, and then we're going to go on this journey together. Because I'm now done. Now you saw this on camera. I am done with these socks. I have plenty here for my weekly rotation. And in the event that my feet get wet, I have extras. Okay, so I've got plenty, plenty, plenty. This is about learning to live with less. All right, if you have questions, leave those in the notes below. Until we meet again, leave the world a cleaner place than when you found it.